Welcome to ISTV English News. First, the top stories. Despite food safety bill being passed, yet it cannot be implemented in Manipur, says BJP Manipur President Sauba. Now the news in detail. Even if food safety bill is passed, yet it cannot be successfully implemented in Manipur. This was stated by BJP Manipur President Sauba in a press meet held at its office located at Nitai Patsutek today. Though it can be successfully implemented in other states, yet it cannot be so in Manipur. He attributed the factors for it, saying food cannot be brought in enough quantity in Manipur. Moreover, the road communication is not conducive to live enough quantity of rice in Manipur, and there is no proper and adequate godown to store the rice. The state government can proudly claim that rice required for implementation of food safety bill is there in paper, yet in fact it is never possible. Records can be maintained even if there is no rice. He went on to add that how can food safety bill be introduced successfully in the state when even PDS items are not available to the general public?
Food security bill Manipur sing ahomba ni malaki mga lupa ahom bilo masi ay kuigi mi la kumani le se masi da saru ahom to kogi ani hayata la trai mara na pariyo la tarani pan sigi mangana puriyo kesi mangana puriyo Kurang lebih dekat 90 hari. Kurang lebih hari lalu, tetapi kalau bagi mungkin bila mami jauh. Kurang kiri kurang hangat kurang. Kurang ini kurang. Ada challenge lagi. Mana perkara yang masih BJP presiden challenge lagi. Kurang tu mahu. Kalau orang holding election baru macam kurang. Hoi. Cedar lawan mani, cedar lawan thagani, cedar lawan korakani, Manipuri or Komahoy.
He further said that the party has informed to the National President Rajnath Singh about the border fencing taken up along the international border. The apprehension of the Manipur people has been clearly apprised to the National President. The stiff silence maintained by the state government, even if the state land is given to Myanmar, is very unfortunate and exposes lack of concern for the people of the state. The border fencing can be taken up under international boundary law, but it cannot be taken up without following any international norms. If the state government goes against the international norms in border fencing, then the party is all set to take up various forms of agitation, he warned.
Boundary demarcation, Home Minister, how to Karmana Kanana Pibe, Kanana Pirga Biarona, fencing carbon or Sima, threat over time, Manipur government, secret over time, Manipur government Pura, Home Minister of Biana Pura, Biarona carbon alignment of Pius Kanana. Sima question now. Anishima question now. Kudu mi gom pam da sana bumbe hore ukri le hore ture le hore bhelez mayama bhelez da sahaye mi mayam do ya le hore muslim sai yakai ta muslim kare ko le hore so ati maduda hoji phawo khande hayra DC wori ba kongi DC wori ba chandien da DC means government, DC means chief minister.
Manipur Lomilup has strongly demands resignation of Agriculture Minister and concerned officials of Agriculture Department for fertilizers scarcity and for not being able to get in time fertilizers for most part of the year. The unavailability of the fertilizer is not a matter of this year only, but it is happening for every year. Though the price of fertilizer is around 2 NIT, yet it is available at 500 to 700 per bag. In such a situation, poor farmers are not in a condition to buy fertilizers, thereby making the life of farmers miserable and suffer. The concerned authorities should make all possible efforts to avail fertilizers at the low price at the earliest. If they cannot be able to deliver fertilizers to the farmers at the reasonable rate, then they should be resigned on moral grounds. Naharo Laisemba Club volunteers today rounded up a men and women for staying in an immoral manner at Thangmiban Sairao Singh. The persons has been identified as one Thoksom Inawi S 37, son of Tombo of Khongzom Kheba Singh Foothill, and the woman is from Sagolban Sayang. According to the statement given by both of them, they maintain that they are husband and wife. Speaking to ISTV News, President of the Laisemba Club Pratap Singh said that they are found at around 9 a.m. today in the morning in a disgusting condition. Earlier also, many such incidents are occurred at the spot and asked not to repeat repeat such act in future and warn of serious consequences if anyone climb the hill without the permission of the club.
Cheraw singi area da nupa nupi kabi da na ba akoi makha da su khoi ha na thamabni matung da di amon kabi da na sigumba isa sa se thamoi ben ge jaga sinam ne ge jaga da upi da na ba haina miyam mu khon da na hawle sin club ki mai ke de ngu pudul ina na nising jari kari gumba mathang da sigumba tawrok la di hakpa khoi akan ba action lawani ha sin su na hawle sin club ki mai ke de kongok se
MLA Dr. NZ Bijoy has distributed identity card of all as pensioners of Khurai Assembly constituency at his residence, Khurai Singang Bamlekai today. The function was attended by more than 200 pensioners of the constituency. Speaking on the occasion, MLA Dr. Bijoy said that pensioners aged between 60 to IT will get rupees 200 per month, and those pensioners above IT years will enjoy rupees 500 per month. Further, he added that pensioners who got their identity card can open bank account by zero balance. The 30th death anniversary of founder of Sebadal movement in India, Dr. Narayan Sabarao Hardikar, was observed by Manipur Pradesh Congress Sebadal at Congress Bhavan today. The function was attended by Deputy Chief Minister Gaikhangam, MLAs, party leaders and several Sebadal leaders. As a mark of the observation, floral tribute were paid to the photo of the Hardikar led by Deputy Chief Minister Gaikhangam. Addressing on the occasion, Deputy Chief Minister Gaikhangam said that let Hardikar fight against the British Emperor when they are trying to bifurcate the Bengal in 1905. Further, he added that the role played by the late Hardikar for our country is praiseworthy. Moreover, if the people of Manipur can follow the path of Hardikar, our state can also become one of the most developed states in India, he added. The 125th birth anniversary cum third state level recitation competition was held at Lamyanba Sanglan Palace compound today. The function was organized by Lainingthau Phulo Charitable Trust Wanghai Khuno Imphal. The function was attended by P. Dhanakumar, Chairman, Board of Secondary Education Manipur as chief guest, K. Manivarda, President of the Trust as Function President, and Tomba, Advisor all students, guardian organization as guests of honor respectively. Those who were present on the occasion pay floral tribute to the photo of the late Laininghan Phulo led by P. Dhanakumar. Speaking on the occasion, Dhanakumar recalled the works done by Laininghan Phulo in early period of his life in Manipur. Moreover, he felt that it is a high time to preserve and protect our custom and tradition for next generation.
Cultural, spiritual, religious, and moral emancipation to social
The competition was attended by 93 students from 31 schools. Consensual sex with a girl who is below 18 years of age would not amount to an offence under the newly enacted Protection of Children from Sexual Offences (POCSO) Act, a Delhi court has said. The court rejected the plea of Police and Delhi Commission for Women (DCW) that POSCO Act mandates there must be total prohibition upon teenagers or adolescents from having any kind of sexual relationship. I am afraid if that interpretation is allowed, it would mean that the human body of every individual under 18 years is the property of state and no individual below 18 years can be allowed to have the pleasures associated with one's body. But there lies a greater responsibility on all of us, the state including police, in spreading and creating public awareness about the impact of girl or boy marrying at a tender age or indulging in unsafe sexual activities. Additional Session Judge Dharmesh Sharma said the observations came while acquitting a 22-year-old youth of charges of kidnapping and raping a 15-year-old girl whom he later married. The POSCO Act treats as child the girls and boys who are below 18 years of age. The provisions of POSCO Act suggest that where physical relationship has taken place with a girl's consent, which is not in the nature of any assault or where consent is not obtained through unlawful purposes, no offence within its ambit can be said to have been committed, the court said. In my opinion, it would neither serve the object of present enactment, POSCO Act, nor the purpose of criminal laws to hold the accused guilty on the ground that he had sexual intercourse with the girl below 18 years, the judge said, adding that it would not be good for the girl's health if her husband is sent to jail. Well, that is for the moment, but before we wind up the top stories once again, despite food safety bill passed, yet it cannot be implemented in Manipur, says BJP Manipur President Sawa. Thanks all for joining us once again.